25th Dr. Tiao Trophy 2026 Kane Tuensang District Football Association pra Joel Richard William ge nutun head coach Kane sign kurishe itu goigina jani paishe. Joel Richard William du Naga manu Kane nutun manu nohoi taila awas Nagaland football commentary de huni thaka aro tai Kerala de bishi sal pra thaki gina ahia manu ase. William pra Tdfa la nutun head coach Kane sign kriya laga jankari du Tdfa pra press conference rakhi gina kuishe aro tai pra team ge aha August moina de tournament khilibole gane tayari kuri dibole ase. I have details sabo.
Now I would like to give a briefing for today's press meeting. Today we are immensely blessed to have Mr. Joel Richard Williams, who will be the head coach for Tuensang District team for the upcoming 25th edition of Dr. Tiao Trophy 2026. Mr. Joel have been working in India for the last decade, and he has taken up multiple responsibilities in prominent clubs of India, and he has many projects coming up for Nagaland, including Pinsang. So we'll be taking up questions from the media. So now the floor is opened for the questions.
Okay, so I am very thankful. Before I say anything else, I'm very thankful to be here. I'm very blessed and very humbled to be here in front of the media and in front of the people watching. And it's always a pleasure to give back in whatever capacity that I can give to a district that since the very beginning that I started working in Nagaland during the Dr. Tiao as a commentator, I always had a little bit of a soft spot, right? Because I was seeing a lot of talent, I was seeing a lot of good energy and good vibes coming from this part of Nagaland. So your question, what made me decide to come here to Tuensang? I had a chat with my good friend here, and it was a no-brainer, really. I like good projects. I like when people are aligned, and we have similar ambitions, similar views, similar ideas as to how we can improve football, not just in Nagaland, but specifically in Tuensang. So it was basically a match made in heaven in that sense. So it was a no-brainer for me to take up this challenge and this position and this role. And again, I have to reiterate, I'm very happy, very blessed. I'm very humbled to be here with all of you guys. The first challenge for me personally as a coach is getting used to the cold weather here. But apart from that, it's now on a more serious note. The first challenge that we can maybe see is that we need to be doing everything as one, right? We need to be aligned in everything, and we need to be a cohesive unit. We need to be always Tuensang. The way that I see it is Tuensang, we always have to be challenging to be the very best. I don't settle for finishing second. I don't settle for just having a good campaign and that's it. If I'm here, it's because I want to win, and I want to bring happiness and smiles to the people of Tuensang and to the eastern part of Nagaland. So the biggest challenge possibly would be to make everyone else believe that we are able to do this. Because if everyone believes, and it's not just me, it's not just him or the rest of the team, the whole community. If we have the whole community as one, believing, yes, we can do this, then things become a little bit easier. Things become a little bit more enjoyable in that sense. So I'm urging, the community and the fans and the people of Tuensang to support us in every way possible, and to continue cheering us on and to give us that extra energy that we will require. I am lucky to be here. It's not the other way around. I am the one lucky to be here, right? Because it's an opportunity also for us to express ourselves. It's an opportunity for us to create something magical, something big that we can give back to the community. and it's an opportunity for us to show that here in Tuensang, that title win 2 years ago was not just a fluke. It was something that we've been building on consistently. I know that last year maybe the results were not in our favor, and there are no excuses for that. Obviously, there are no excuses for that. We failed, and that's the reality of the issue. But we take a step back, we reflect, we look at ourselves in the mirror, and then we say, okay, what can we do better? What can we improve? And that's what we're doing right now. It's not a short-term thing where I'm just going to be here for a week and I'm going sayonara baby and that's it. No, it's going to be a project that we have in mind that is going to be nurturing. It's going to be a growth-filled project for the people in Tuensang, for the community in Tuensang, and also for the youngsters. That's very important. And for those people, you said that they were players saying that. If they're good enough, they can play for Tuensang also. No, I'm just kidding. But still, if you see, the way I see this is, we, the team, we have been bright enough to be pioneers in something that hasn't happened in the Dr. TL Trophy before. It's the first time that a foreign coach will be taking over a district team. And again, I say this wholeheartedly. I feel humbled. I feel really, really humbled to be here and to be able to just give a little bit back to the people of Tuensang, right? So in answer to your question, I'm the one that's supposed to be happy and humbled to be here. It's not the other way around. So I'm a very calm person, very cool person, no drama, chill. So it's all about just having a good vibe and transmitting that good vibe to the players also and to the whole community. Wow. Well, yesterday we went to 3 or 4 schools, and we saw so many youngsters keen on playing football, keen on honing their skills, developing their skills. And you see the amount of talent. I've always said this, even during my commentary during the Dr. TL. I keep on saying it, the amount of talent that there is in Nagaland, and also specifically in Tuensang, because we're here. The amount of talent there is, it's raw, it's untapped. And that's the thing, right? A lot of people don't believe that, hey, we are from Tuensang, it's a small village, small community. It's not Dimapur, it's not Kohima, it's not Mumbai, it's not a metropolis. So what prospects do we have, right? See, that's the wrong way of thinking about it, because the way that we should think about it is, okay, even I come from a small community back home. Gibraltar is only 35,000 people, more or less the same as Tuensang. So, and we continue churning out professional athletes here and there and this and that and the other. So why not have something similar in Tuensang, whereby we can become the hub of Eastern Nagaland, the hub of Nagaland, producing young quality football players, because it all starts from the grassroots. Everything starts from the grassroots, from 5 years upwards. Everything starts from there. And I urge parents. I know here in Tuensang and in Nagaland, education is very important. Yes, but I do urge parents, to have an open mind and to believe that football could also be a possibility and a career for a lot of these youngsters, that want to partake, want to play, and want to continue honing their skills. What we're trying to do is create pathways for youngsters to continue shining in Tuensang, in Nagaland, and hopefully outside of the state also, right?
Actually, the GTFA, we have been thinking about this kind of projects, new projects that, as our coach have mentioned, we don't have a structured pathway. So if we want to have the structured pathway, we need to have someone who is in that system before in our place, here in Tuensang. So that thing, our objective to have a structured pathway, we need someone who have been in the system in the professional level outside state or outside India, maybe. We need someone, that kind of person in Tuensang, so that we can channel something out. Because what we see out here, we have very potential talents, the budding potential talents out here in Tdfa, even in Nagaland. But we don't have a structured pathway. Like if in education system, after passing out class 10, he have a choice whether to go for art stream, science stream, commerce. And after class 12, even if it's the science stream, he have options to go for doctor, engineer. That kind of system we don't have in football out here in Nagaland. So players, if having talent, they don't know what to do. Just practicing and playing for district tournaments. Say further that Dr. Tiao in the district tournaments. That's all. Nothing. They don't have that thinking beyond that. So we have to put it in their minds that beyond that there is also a football. Football is not limited to that. So in that way, like having him, our coach here, I think the pathway or the channel will be established for us also. So this time he is here. Next time maybe 2 or 3 foreign coaches exploring Tinsang, looking for talents out here. Then automatically we'll have a channel to these professional clubs and all. So that's all we need. And that's with that aim we are having in for this Dr. Tia. Just is starting to towards professional football.
So I want the players and the people to understand that my door is always open for anything. They can call me anytime, they can text me anytime, they can ask anything. If it's in my power to help them, I will help them. So you see, trust works both ways, right? I expect certain things from my players. They expect certain things from our team, from the coaching staff, right? So it works both ways. So it's a give and take. I scratch your back, you scratch my back. So I just want to say to the players that my door is always open. You can always knock. I'll always answer. And we can have an honest, candid conversation every single time. Communication is very important, not just between myself and the players, but between myself and the directors, the people involved, my own team. It's very important to be always on the same page. I can't stress this enough. Again, not just us, not just the players, the whole entire community. We have to be on the same page, rowing from the same boat, because only if we do this, we will be successful. That's the only way.